All right, welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be working on the F100 again. Last video I was working on the zing the frame, and I don't think I had shown you the front. I got it complete, and then the fish plates welded in. I think I'm going to come back and box it in later. Not sure yet. On this episode though, or video, I want to work on getting the bag brackets cut out and see if I maybe get some air and stuff hooked up to it, because right now it's hard to get the jack in and out. When it lowers all the way down, the jack is stuck on it. I started the design for the upper plates. It's just going to be this little half circle here and then a straight line, so I need to work on, can't really see, I need to work on getting those cut out, and then some holes drilled for the brackets and whatnot. So plasma coat all that. Actually, I thought about it, and what I'm going to do is get the lower bag bracket done first and then mounted, because that will determine the rest of my height here. So I have to make a couple tabs, brackets that come down, and then has a flat that that similar style plate up in here can mount to. And then, yeah, so let's see what I can come up with. So I'm just gonna kind of spitball an idea for that lower bracket. Took a few measurements here, so I'll do off that line. 4. And 4 and 2 1/4. So it would go, I got it cut out, got a pilot hole drilled so I can drill it out to that size. I'm thinking it'll go something, where's it at? Like that. Or maybe I had to make it a little taller. Let's see here. All right, that's not gonna work. I have to make it, oops. On this, I need to make it probably 3/8 of an inch taller. and then it'll work out. Right now it basically is just like sitting on the lower control arm, so I'll go ahead and cut out another one of those. I got the bag mounts complete. It took me a few tries to get them right, to get the spacing from the upper, or from the mount to the top of the bag, and then the spacing for the I guess the pivot mount down there. And then I also got it temporarily hooked up to air on both sides, so I can kind of do a mock-up of raising and lower it. So I'll show you that. So I have about 10 inches of lift, and then let's see if I can in there to show better. There's the bag, here's the upper bracket I built. I'll pull them out and so you can have a better view of them. On the passenger side, the bag doesn't, when I deflate, the bag kind of on this bottom part, the bag pivots back and forth, so I gotta figure that out. I kind of just shoved a wood block in there for now to prevent it from shooting towards the tire. The other issue I'm having is at about max lift, which is a ride height that I would never ride at, the bag is hitting the upper control arm. I can't push the bag further in because when it airs out it will hit the frame. So I think I'll just have to add a limit strap or just never raise it up to this PSI. That's, I don't know, 48 PSI with no engine and hood and all that on it. So not really sure what I'm gonna do there, but for now it's kind of working. Now what I want to work on is the steering shaft. I got the Mustang triangle end to DD adapter, and then the DD rod, or 3/4 DD rod, and then this one is 3/4 DD to 3/4 DD, so I'll have to cut about 2 inches out of the shaft to butt these two together, and then this is a DD to 36 blind. So this will actually mount to the steering column, and then those two will be made together, then the shaft, and then this will connect down to the Crown Vic steering. So now what I need to do is get all that in and then get my measurement for this rod here. So the first thing I need to do is pull off this stock flange for the steering. See the chance of me actually getting this off. Some pliers now. Hey. Looks like the inside of this, or the bottom of the splines, had a small lip on it. I don't know if that's rust or what, but it wasn't coming off. So the end of it was all mushroomed, so I kind of ground it down with the little flapper wheel there, and then took a file and kind of just beveled the edge and getting all the high spots. Now I can kind of get it on. It's getting closer. I was just gonna kind of tune it up a little more, and then I can see about getting the rest of it in. It's looking like we're gonna be kind of close to the frame here, so not quite sure. Now I have to mate this joint to the one that I mounted on the steering column. So I'll have to, this section here is 3/4 of an inch. So I'll have to have 3/4 of an inch at least there, and then on the other side was another 3/4. So I need to cut out 1.5 inch stub out of this, and then once those two are mounted, I can measure between this shaft and this shaft on the from the steering column to the CV rack. Mount to there, and then the steering will pretty much be done. Cool. So that'll bolt on 3/4 in, and then the other one will bolt to the, or clamp to the spline piece. So now this goes up in there. And that'll go. Should probably make sure the steering wheel and the wheels are somewhat straight, parallel with each other. Yeah, it's looking already like I'm gonna have to cut this portion of the frame out. So basically what I did is I'm gonna put the rod in, and I just need to notch this little bit of the frame out. So I gotta pull this out. I'm gonna cut that, and then I'll probably come back and gusset it up later, and then I can come back and cut this rod here. Now what I'll do is measure between the face of this joint and the face of the one down here. And we are at make sure that's actually in. Anyways, the distance between the two faces is 7.5, and then I'll add 3/4 to each end, so 1.5 inches. So that's what, 9 inches for this shaft. Then down. Let's see here. Yep. Get them tightened. I'm gonna come back, I think, when it's more finalized, and I'll pull one out, or each of them out, and I'll drill a hole so it goes into the rod a bit on all the joints. But for now, I'm just gonna have it tighten up with the screws. I almost forgot to film an outro for this video. Got the front airbag mounts complete and then the steering as well. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this episode. I appreciate everybody who's been following along so far, subscribing and liking. I hope you're enjoying the videos at least. In the next video, I want to work on getting the bed off and then start working on some of the rear suspension stuff. So I guess look forward to that. See you next time.